I hit my goal weight a few days ago, which is awesome. But just to give you a reference, these pants were giving me a muffin top like a month ago. Now we got lots of space. Good morning, workout buddies. It is week 7 in our autumn bottom 8-week challenge. We're picking 4 to 6 daily goals, and I'm showing up here Monday through Friday so we can accomplish them together. Let's get this day started. Just driving around, showing homes today. I'm back out in Sand Hollow. I was here the other day and it is absolutely gorgeous. Today I'm helping out my teammate Carson. We set up a few showings. I'm just kind of learning from him today and paying attention to what he says, helping him out a little bit, just being kind of a fly on the wall because I want to learn as much as I possibly can in the next few months. So I'm going to be shadowing people quite a bit and I just want to learn the different areas. The more I'm just around people already doing it, the better I'm going to get at it. Everything I've done so far is pretty much in the book and it feels so good just to get on site and be going into houses, working with clients and all that stuff. So it's a good day. Showing this beautiful home today. It's nice and white and bright. It's in Sand Hollow. It's a really pretty area. It's at the Tava communities. So if you're planning on moving to St. George, this is a great place to go. It's got a lot of amenities. It's got a lazy river. It's got really beautiful views. It's gorgeous. Clients will be here soon, but I just wanted to show you guys around a little bit. I didn't work out this morning, nor did I eat breakfast. I was in a little bit of a rush. Are you a morning person? Because if you are, I'm super jelly. Home for a quick lunch break. I'm just gonna have leftovers, of course. My last day of chicken potato soup. Equally sad and excited about that fact. I've been eating it every day, sometimes twice a day, so we need to throw some new recipes in the mix. And this is actually not that much food, but I have some leftover rumby from last night. Doesn't that look appetizing? Not the greatest, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Kind of miss my cooking days. We'll do some more recipes soon. But right now for me, YouTube's a full-time job. Real estate's full-time job. Music lessons are I almost said fart-time job. In between a full and a part-time job. So I'm losing my mind a little. I also just wanted to do a quick physique check-in. I hit my goal weight a few days ago, which is awesome. But just to give you a reference, these pants were giving me a muffin top like a month ago. Now we got lots of space. Figure is slimming up. I actually feel like I have abs and I'm seeing some definition in my arms. Abs and arms are like my two weakest areas, are the two things that I absolutely despise training, but now I'm kind of enjoying it now that I'm feeling the results. I have like one big ab going on. I mean, I'll take it. Who agrees this is the best part of the day? Just sit in it for a second. Just savor it. Oh, back up. I need to get my phone. It's dinner time and this may quite possibly be the saddest dinner that I've had in a really long time. We got a 2 girls, 1 cup situation here. No, 2 nights of leftovers in 1 bowl. Go into the store in our pajamas. You know you've been healthy when you get a hankering for apples and peanut butter that just won't quit. We're going to the store. I almost forgot my mask. Just today, masks have become mandatory. So far in Utah, they've been suggested, but like you walk into a store and like 60% of people are wearing them and like 40% of people are not. And I wanna know what it's like right now where you're at. All my LA friends have been indoors this whole time. The whole time? My brother Alex and his girlfriend moved to Portland and they recently just up and moved, not only because coronavirus and they were pretty much stuck in their apartment all day getting their groceries delivered, but also because of the wildfires, they were sleeping in their bathroom. They slept in their bathroom for 4 days because their air filter was not working in the bigger space, so they had to sleep in a smaller room, which is very, very sad. But they just up and left and moved to Maryland. That's where Haley's parents are from, so it's just a wild world right now. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Maple flavored almond butter. Not quite the Whole Foods fresh ground honey roasted peanut butter, but it'll do. Just gonna snack on this while I edit my video for tomorrow. I've been going from 6:30 in the morning till 10:30 at night and really not sustainable. Something's gotta give eventually. I also have to pay rent next month. So YouTube's not doing that for me yet. I've been saying that for 10 years, but that's neither here nor there. But I do love y'all and that's why I keep coming back. I love making these videos. I love having a connection with you guys. It means a lot to me. So thank you for showing up every day. I'm gonna make a cup of tea. A little for her Art of Tea blend. Yes, please. Actually, I'm just gonna do some sleepy time tea. It's a little less labor intensive than the loose tea. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's workout time. I'm gonna go outside, do a little rollerblade warm up. It is so gorgeous out. I just have to get outside right now. Now we're gonna come back and do our workout. Back from rollerblading, it is workout time. We're doing a booty band workout and we're doing some abs. Rollerblading kind of felt like a workout. I was like anger blading. I feel a lot better. I feel at peace.
I'm somewhere in the middle. Try to find myself again, but life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running to better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running to better times, to better times, to better times, to better times, to better times.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to put yesterday's on too. Probably because I worked out at 6:30 in the morning. I wasn't quite alive yet. Who works out at 6:30 in the morning? That's absurd. Oh, hello and welcome to this TMI book report. We are reading, well, listening to The State of Affairs by Esther Perel. I saw her on Lewis Howes a couple years ago. There was a new interview with them recently, and Esther's just been on my mind. I don't know what to say. She's really good. She's got a very fun accent too. I love it. She has a couple books, and this one specifically is about infidelity. In this specific chapter, she's talking about self-blame and vengeance, which, not gonna lie, a lot of thoughts have crossed my mind in the last couple weeks. Vengeful thoughts, and it's not something I'm proud of, and things I wouldn't act on, because I don't want someone's shitty behavior to change who I am as a person. I think the hardest part about this whole thing is I feel like I put so much effort and gave so much of myself to try and make the relationship work, and not only did I feel that wasn't reciprocated, there was also infidelity involved. I was made to believe that someone genuinely loved me and cared for me, and it's possible that those things can coexist, but when someone lies straight to your face, even when you have the proof and the evidence and you bring it to them and they still lie to your face, you don't know what to believe. I feel like the last 7 months of my life have been a lot of wasted time and energy. I know I need to reframe that because there are so many beautiful moments, but then I question whether those were genuine. So when there's infidelity involved, it's not just the loss of a friend and your lover and your companion. You start to question yourself. However, my intuition was spot on. I suspected something was going on. I brought trust issues up. This person made me feel like I was crazy, or I was just being jealous, and actually got mad at me for acting that way. So it's not just like a get over your breakup and move on. There's quite a bit of mindfuckery happening and a little bit of self-blame. I don't blame myself for his actions, but I am a firm believer it takes two to tango. And I wish I just knew what the dynamic was that caused that. I don't feel like I'm to blame, but I want to take responsibility if I need to. So the thing with this book though is she's explained a lot of things. She hasn't quite gotten to the chapters where she tells you how to fix it. And I'm a very let's fix it type of person. And she's also talking about vengeance. And while I want these people involved to know they hurt me because I think that's important, I don't want either of them to hurt. In fact, I'd like to be very neutral on the people involved. I don't want to be wrapped up in toxicity. I don't want to be angry and have resentment. And it's just a whole range of emotions I'm going through. I want them both to be happy. I want them both to find love and find the relationship that will light them up. I'm just trying to move forward in a healthiest way possible. And there doesn't really need to be a silver lining, but if there is one, it's I know I can trust my instincts. You know when you become a detective in your relationship that something is way off. I knew something was there, so I'm just like, what is it? What is it? What is it? And then they were like lie after lie after lie. And once I found out, it was almost the biggest relief because I'm like, okay, that's what's going on. Now I can move forward. I was having a pretty rough couple months there just trying to figure out what was off because I knew something was. My emotions are all over the place though. Sometimes I'm at peace with it and I'm like, you guys do your thing, be the people you need to be. I'm gonna be the person that I want to be. And then sometimes I want to send my internet army over to publicly shame them. Why is it when we're hurt by someone, we want them to then hurt as bad as we're hurting? Humans are so interesting. Ultimately, I don't want them to hurt. I would just like to be able to trust someone. That would be a great feeling in the future. But I can go forward knowing, like, I've been in relationships where I've 100% trusted the person, never for a second thought anything was going on. But then I've also been in other relationships where I just knew something was going on. And I guess I can just trust my intuition because it's very in tune with people. And I've made a very big distinction between feeling insecure with myself and feeling insecure within that relationship. Younger Dana, I think, would have taken on a lot of the responsibility for someone else's actions. In fact, I'd probably take 100% responsibility because that's just my nature. That's where I feel empowered. If I take responsibility, I can therefore do something about it. The first week or so, I kept feeling this overwhelming sense of being unlovable. I don't feel that way anymore, thankfully. And that's where I'm separating my lovability from was I loved in that relationship. It's possible I was both loved and deceived in that relationship, and those things can coexist. But I want to be able to trust somebody. I'm not going to hold anyone else accountable for someone else's behaviors. Every new relationship starts on a clean slate for me, and I'm really proud of the inner work I've done, like in my 20s and 30s, because I'm feeling quite at peace with this. I go through bouts of crying and feeling sad and feeling angry, but I can also come from a place of, man, what was he feeling to make him do that? And maybe it was just dumb. I don't know. And I can look at it from the perspective of the two other people involved. Like, she was his old girlfriend and I kind of took her place. And so she maybe intentionally or not so intentionally inserted herself back into the situation. And it worked because she was feeling very sad about all that stuff and homewrecker, excuse me. I'm not making up excuses for anyone's behaviors, but I can empathize with how she was feeling. I kind of took her spot without much warning, and then she had to see it broadcasted all over YouTube. So there's a lot of pain and hurt there, and this felt like an intentional sabotage of something that she wanted to have and doesn't have, and I feel empathy for that. I feel like that's a shitty place to be in. Would I go the homewrecker route? Hell to the no! And I can have empathy for him as well. I'm listening to a lot of audiobooks and really trying to piece it together in my head. Maybe I'm trying to give it too much meaning, and there isn't meaning behind it. There was no explanation as to why it happened. So therefore I don't know how I could have changed my behavior to prevent it from happening. So I don't know, I'm kind of at a loss, but it hurts. And simultaneously, I wish the best for them both. They'd probably make a very beautiful couple. Too soon? Too soon. Making little bits of progress every day. And this book is definitely helping. Esther Perel's The State of Affairs, check it out. Oh, also she has a book called Mating in Captivity. I think it's a book about keeping your romance alive. So I'm gonna read that one next.